Hello, Lana McCare here, and welcome to Carb Addict Now Carnivore. Today I'm going to go off the addiction topic just a little bit to talk about skincare. So, skincare is a topic that has been important to me for quite a long time. As someone who is over 60, I am always sensitive about my skin, what condition it's in, am I treating it right, and so forth. I always am on the alert for more information. And I want to share my screen to show you a book that really helped me a lot, and I want to recommend this book. It's called Skincare Hoax by dermatologist Dr. Fayne Frey. And in this book, Skincare Hoax, she goes through what skincare is, the scams that are out there, and it's absolutely amazing. It'll blow you away. What we have come across in the food industry with carnivore, she exposes in the skincare industry. And boy, did she ever go out on a limb to say the things she says in there. So what she recommends two products, and I tried both of them, and they're great. They work. But when I started my carnivore journey, I started to explore carnivore skincare. What could I put on my skin that's animal based that would be effective? And so, yes, read the book. It will educate you about shampoo, about makeup, about all kinds of things, and washing your face and so forth. So I highly recommend this book. Go over there to Amazon and pick it up. But then the things that she recommends are not carnivore. And so I was using them and I thought, maybe I can do better because there were chemicals. I mean, ingredients lists, which we're sensitive to. So I started to look up on YouTube about using tallow for skincare. And that's not a bad thing. Tallow's not a bad thing. But in the book, Skincare Hoax, you'll find that one of the qualities you're looking for in a skincare product is its ability to keep moisture in, to keep the moisture in your skin, because the evaporation level is going to dry your skin out very quickly. You can't drink fast enough to stop the dryness from happening because it's evaporating constantly. So you want something that is going to keep the moisture in your skin. Another thing I learned from the book is that our skin should have a natural barrier, an outer very thin layer or quality. It might just be a quality, not really a layer, that keeps moisture in. It's a barrier. It's a skin barrier that keeps bacteria out and moisture in. And when people's skin barrier is compromised, that's when all the skin conditions happen, because the skin is not able to keep bacteria out, and things pop up and rashes and all this stuff happen and slows healing and all of that. So what we're looking for is actually something that will create a little protection for the skin. And with tallow, that wasn't a quality of tallow. Tallow would just absorb and then it'd be gone. And you can't walk around with grease on your face all the time. So what else was there? And this had me thinking for a few months, actually. And then I suddenly had this like epiphany. When I was nursing, because I have 7 children. So for about 12 years, I was in constant nursing mode. That was a part of my life. And back in the day, they would tell us to get pure lanolin. Go to the pharmacy, request pure lanolin. And pure lanolin came in a little jar. I mean, it was so small, you could barely get your finger in there. And that's what you would use to protect yourself from the nursing, because your skin would get so dry and all of that. Okay, without being TMI, lanolin was very helpful, and I always had it in the house while I was nursing. And so all of a sudden, it just occurred to me, lanolin comes from sheep. That's carnivore. So I started to do some research and I found this on Amazon. You no longer have to go to the pharmacy. It's, let's see, can we do it? Here, pure lanolin. I don't know if that's visible or not. It's called pure lanolin. I'll put the link in the description box. And this is a sheep product. So I looked it up, and what it says is that when the wool is harvested, it has a waxy substance on it. That's a natural hair protection for the sheep. They boil the wool, and that melts the lanolin, and then it comes up, and then they put it through a purification process. So this is actually a waxy sheep product, and it is pure. They purify it. This is pharmaceutical grade, pure lanolin, one ingredient, one ingredient. And this is what it looks like. Now, this is a small jar. It's way bigger than what I used to get when I was ordering it from the pharmacy. And I've been using this product for at least a month. You see how it's still full. It's solid. It's not going to come out. And I tried it. You know, this jar cost me about $20. And you know, in the skincare world, you could pay $400 for a jar of cream. Probably doesn't have that much in it, as much as in this jar. And this is really heavy. It's dense. So, and also you're swiping in there and you're getting out a lot of the product, rubbing it all over, and you're using it up really, really quickly. Now, I've had this for at least a month. So when I got this, I knew better than to swipe. You're not going to use much of this at all. What I do, and I'm just going to do a demo because I don't have makeup on right now, so I can show you. I just press my finger on it. That's it. There's a little bit on my finger, just a little wetness. I'm not swiping. I just touch it and whatever picks up, that's all I need. This is amazing stuff. So what I do then is I spread it over my 3 fingers here, spread it out, and then I take my other 3 fingers. So I have 6 fingers with this stuff on it. Now it's very sticky, but you can definitely feel that you have lanolin on your hands. So then I just look at the spots, and sometimes I'll just smile and see where the creases are, and that's where I will go. And I just tap. You can't spread it. It's too sticky. So you just tap, tap, tap all over your face. I like to go on the top lip. And then I also want to get up here on under my eyebrows. This part here wants to dry out really quickly. So I do that. And then up in the top, and I'm tapping. I'm just tapping all around, and it's still sticky. There's still product on my hands. This is the most amazing product I've ever used. And, you know, I've been thinking, why isn't the carnivore community talking about it? It's so amazing. And so then, you know, I still have enough on my hands. I can still feel it to go down on my neck. And then I use the last of it for the back of my hands. This part right here usually gets really dry. And so I'll use the last of it, you know, to put on my hands, especially here at my thumb. And then all around, it's very, very thin, but it's still effective. This is actually a waxy substance. It's very sticky. Now, here's what happens, which is absolutely phenomenal. I was so delighted when I found out. Once you get it spread out, it stops being sticky. All of a sudden, it stops being sticky. And so on my face now, I can still feel a little stickiness, but that's okay. I'm just going to leave it, and I'm going to just work it a little bit, light touch, very, very light touch. You're not going to rub this in. You're more spreading. And so what happens is your skin is warm and your skin is reacting with the lanolin. It's sort of melting it, and it's forming a solid sheet around your skin, and then you can just leave it alone. Leave it alone for a minute. I'm still spreading it. I still feel it. Just that little bit on my finger. Can you see why they're not advertising this? A jar will last a year. $20. Yeah. Okay. So then when you get done, leave it alone. Okay, it's done. So now I'm just going to go about my day, and probably within 15 minutes, I'm suddenly going to touch my face and go, hey, it's not sticky. It stopped being sticky. My hands aren't sticky at all anymore. That is a thin layer on my hands, and they're not sticky at all. And your face will do the same thing. It'll suddenly stop being sticky. And here's the thing. It's a protective layer. It's restoring the barrier because it is a layer there that's holding on. It's staying there. And it's not greasy. And it is not shiny. If you were to take Vaseline, which is one of the products she recommends, and that's what I was using, because Vaseline, again, one ingredient. And it's been vilified by the skincare industry because it's cheap and it's effective. So there you go. But to get off Vaseline, Vaseline is very greasy and it's very shiny. And those are the two drawbacks of using Vaseline, because we don't want to be greasy. We don't want to go out of the house looking shiny. But this stuff is not shiny. It's completely matte. It doesn't feel greasy and have that sensation on your skin. If you give it a little time, it'll stop have that tacky feeling. And it's amazing. So I put this on when I like to put it on when I get out of the shower and my face is moist from the shower. I don't use soap on my skin at all. I don't use soap on my skin at all. I get under a very warm shower and let the water wash over my face. I might rub my face a little bit under the shower. That's all I do. One of the problems that we're having with our skincare is we are scrubbing like we're working in a coal mine. We're not coal miners. We're clean. We might have a little sweat. We might have a little dust. But if you get under a warm shower with a good spray and touch your face a little bit, all that's going away. And then you get out, dry your face, do the lanolin, put that on. While your skin is full of the moisture of the shower, put that on, go about your day, go to bed, whatever you need to do. You're not even going to know it's there. After a few minutes, it's going to be completely smoothed out, not sticky, not greasy, not shiny. And in the morning, I do that and I put on my makeup. I wait a few minutes and then I just put on my regular makeup. So that's it. That is it. And it was just too good to keep. I had to share that with you. So I would love it if you would tell me your process, your habits. So many people have such great ideas that, I'd love to hear from you. What do you do for your skincare routine? And is it carnivore? If it's not, do you think about going carnivore with it? Or maybe you've got another carnivore solution that would work. Love to hear from you. Thank you so much. See you next time.